Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Commentary as Magic stream on today's Sunday, April 13th, 2025. I am, as always, Grandpaws.
Cat and
I
Vor.
am Steve.
Wait, did you just do that to get both Ara and myself to say Vor?
No. I said it because I'm Steve.
Okay. Minecraft meme approved.
It's been
already
out
out.
for like a week and a half. No, it's out. I need to show you some videos later.
Is this the chicken?
Yeah, part of it.
Yeah.
I think I've heard one positive review. I do not think I need to go see this.
No.
What you do need to see is yourself to San Francisco next weekend.
This is true.
That was a very well done transition. Have a cookie.
I've seen far worse segues from ad sponsors on various YouTube videos.
Anyway,
so
let's talk about Raid Shadow. No.
No.
Okay.
What are we talking about today?
Dex.
Babs. Ripcon.
No,
Deadcon
FunCon and then RipCon.
PhoneCon and
It's-
then Ripcon?
It's only RipCon on Sunday.
That's fair.
It's RipCon on Monday. Let's be fair.
That's also true. Because we will definitely all be staying around Sunday evening to do the dead dog clearly over any other activity.
Yes, the other concert.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, it is a con. Cons have tournaments. Tournaments require deck lists. We require ourselves to have our deck lists early. Because we are totally not biased in any way, shape, or form, and we don't want to take advantage of the fact that we, organize the events.
See, and I think that this is extra true this time because of the pact that has been made.
Yeah, maybe we should talk about that one first, even though we're not going to talk about that format first, huh?
I mean, I might as well. It's funny if nothing else.
So, Babs has historically been an adventure-focused convention for several years now. It's kind of been its calling card. And adventure has been dominated, or at least strongly leveraged by Mill. Or various other purple, orange, white control, but mostly Mill. And the thing about Mill is, for people who have run it and understand it, it is easy. It's easy to run. It doesn't require a tremendous amount of thought in the deck building process. Most of the lists have already been built. It's very consistent at what it does. It won't win every matchup, It has issues outracing some of the faster aggro decks, and if its start is slow or heavily disrupted, it is not that it is unbeatable, but it does create very linear play lines, and there are some decks that just will not be able to beat Mill.
Yeah, quite a few.
And given that both Cheese and I are playing Mill in the Invitationals tournament this year, and we've both played Mill in Adventure for several years now, we want to break.
We're so sick of this deck.
I'm not even sick of it. That's the thing. We just want to show a little bit of good sportsmanship if we can for the last year at Babs, so it's not drowned in people having no cards.
Even more Mill.
Right. So Cheese and I have made a pact that neither one of us will play Mill in the Adventure Tournament at BABSCon this year. And this frees up our opportunities to play so many other types of decks and so many other types of colors. And given that all of us here have different playstyles that we, gravitate towards, this means that, in theory, Sims deck selections for Adventure should be one of the more diverse groups of decks that we've had since the mill handcuffs are off.
Something just not horrible grindy control.
Right, exactly. And Ivory has a
think there
strong
are-
affinity for aggro, and Ara's had a good affinity for farm recently, and I like playing control, and Cheese is a wild card that leans into all those but plays control better than me. Like,
I think there
Wait
are
until-
no mismains for
yeah,
in our adventure decks.
I don't think there are. So wait until you see what we've got cooking for you in Adventure.
You'll never trust GP again after this.
It's true, you won't.
But we're not talking about Adventure yet. We're talking about Core first. What's Core got?
Well, Core has Shining.
It does.
So you're
you
totally
running
running
Shining?
Shining, right?
No. No, I'm not. Not this time. Because I have been completely enamored with a different card interaction for the last 48 hours. And I have decided that, screw it, I'll do it live. At Continentals last year, I played a Tyrek control list that ran blue, purple, pink, white. And as I was finalizing my card slots for that, I chose to run the Granny Smith combo at a couple of pieces inside of there, which is basically Bottle Dragonfire, Granny Smith, Reading Rainbow, and Rainbow of Light. You get those cards, and you've got the right sequence. As long as you can win the face-offs, you will be able to get to 15 points, and you don't need to spend any additional AT to do it. So I'm leaning all into that. This is Granny Smith combo. But it's Granny Smith combo with some additional action token value from Let's Make Our Mark Together and Spirit Siphon. It still has Legion of Doom and a strong Frighten package to disrupt the opponent's board to make it pretty easy to be at an advantage in the face-off. It has the new Scrying Vessel, perhaps one of the best pieces of combo protection or information gathering before going off that we've seen, and I had a spectacular game using this just earlier today. But that's not the interaction that I'm most excited about. The interaction I'm most excited about is Student 6 the main and Bottled Dragonfire. Because if you have Student 6 boosted, you can exhaust them and remove any number of counters to play a friend with that many counters, as its cost for free. And any number can be 0. And Bottle Dragonfire says when you exhaust one of your characters, you can exhaust Bottle Dragonfire to draw a card. Now, as I recall, we had a main back in the day that...
Oh my god.
Yeah, there it is.
It's
We had
vinyl.
It is vinyl. It's vinyl and blue.
It's vinyl. She's back in Pog form.
So I'm going to draw cards in mono blue.
Oh my god. Okay, this is fine
Now, of
because
course,
it takes
Yeah,
2 cards and
4 rec, and you can't do it
yeah.
like starting
Yeah.
turn 2.
Correct.
Okay. So we're not at full stupid. All right. This is fine.
Just 70% stupid.
Right. But I'm still pretty proud of that one. Anyway, the rest of the deck is just there to support it. Finding Your Magic is a good card. I mean, being able to flip Student 6 guaranteed on turn 2 now and still have an AT remaining is pretty nice, so I can dig it. And that's what I got. Build your own vinyl.
Okay.
Enough.
Onto the next deck? Or person?
Yeah. Which
That would
is
be
you.
you, sir.
Hey, look. It's Shining. That's about it.
Good deck.
Yeah, I've been running a different version in Invitationals that has more pink. But that's mostly due to not having Bottle Dragonfire. I think also your entry is different, like because the 2 of the problem deck goes away in Invitationals too, so it's a bit different. But
It
normal
turns out
version.
having those bans was rather critical.
Well, I mean, was it like
Running this without bottled Dragonfire sounds awful.
what is Shining's right? Like I haven't lost with Shining yet in Invitationals.
I'm trying to think if I lost with Shining in Invitationals. I didn't. When I played Shining so far, I had won.
Yeah, like I think it's still a good deck even with the bans. So, and it's fun to play. So that's what I'm going with.
It's like poetry. Everything rhymes.
I mean, it's a great opportunity to showcase some of the newer cards from Prize Wheel 4, and the engine with Daybreaker and Gabby and all that is just so good.
Gabby is amazing. Oh no, I'm out of cards.
Oh wait, no I'm not. Let me discard this message from the past. Banish it. Draw 4. Exhaust Dragonfire. Draw to 5. Put message in hand. Up to 6. What did it cost me? Everything.
Everything.
And yet nothing at the same time.
I would like you to keep a personal count on the highest number of triggers caused by a single action over the course of any of your games with this deck. I think my record is 4.
It's all like in Invitationals, it's already pretty high, but that's without Dragonfire and some of these others. So
yeah,
we'll see. Okay, I think that's about it. Like, I think people are pretty familiar with this deck. I think we've talked about it quite a bit.
A few times.
for being a new deck on the scene, it's certainly putting up results.
Yeah.
I really wanted to play something with orange to run Poison Joke on Shining, but just couldn't find the time or patience to test something out and see if that would work. So,
yeah. Okay, well, on to Ara.
This is the same unilist that I tried to run last time, and then I ended up doing tournament support and not playing, so I half expect the same will happen here, but hey, it's Una.
It still works.
Yeah. I don't think
Steve?
I have a whole lot else to say about this because it's just okay. We're gonna do some farming.
Station Hotline is so good in this deck. Having a defensive option for your main on your opponent's turn in the event that you don't defeat all your own troublemakers is so good.
Just call him up and get him some additional protection.
Mm-hmm. And the fact that it works well with Consolation Prize is even better, right? Ah, you've challenged my troublemaker, which means you've challenged the Princess of the Night, which means thank you for the extra cards.
You're the Princess of the Night, so of course they run in fright. They feel heightened and unsure. Alright, we're not doing the whole song.
It's a great song. It's so weird seeing only 2 birds of a feather, but yeah.
That makes sense.
I mean, I don't think you want to really go ham on that, but
This is probably the only deck that I can see only 2 instead of 3. Simply because Una needs the 3 or less.
If you were leaning into just more generic yellow aggro or yellow blue aggro over, well, even with Pegasi, I could see Hidden Strength running only 2. But that would be about the only other one.
So whenever I decide to run Hidden Strength.
Look, I didn't say that it was, comparable.
Well, do I get to sit here and be like, trick question, why are you running Hidden Strength?
Yes, you do.
Still waiting on someone to break that. Good luck.
Ain't gonna happen.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. It's just like, can you even break it? I think we've hit her with the Nerf bat, and she's like quieted down enough that she's probably not going to pipe back up.
Don't worry, we'll print more broken cards to support her next set. Spoilers.
Do we really need more broken cards? Like we've got
Yes.
we got Bottle Dragonfire, right? Right?
Why not a second
Right?
Bottle Dragonfire?
Why not a second
One
Bottle
that doesn't have
Dragonfire indeed?
unique.
You can have 4 of them.
That sounds like absolutely busted. Let's maybe not. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
What's next? Ivory Red?
Yeah, Ivory.
Oh,
No, forwards, not backwards.
that's crazy. I had this in the document first.
Therefore, I win.
Wasn't it there after, like just a bit ago though?
I don't know. Let's go look at the edit history.
Can't be bothered to check. Now, Shining Armor is fun. This deck list is fun. I like fun things.
Sometimes it's nice to just aggro.
Also, no, I'm not keeping track of how many triggers happen because my brain's already going to be melting trying to remember to do everything correctly in this.
It is a high brain power requirement to play at peak efficiency.
Well, are we talking like high brain power to get it off the ground, or are we talking very high skill cap here?
No, we're talking very high skill cap.
Yeah. Okay. See, that's fine.
Sorry, fellas, this is what peak performance looks like.
Right?
You may not like it, but here's a 20-step loop for peak performance.
I mean, really, the bare minimum standard to be able to play the deck is just know which number is bigger than other number. Which
that's really hard.
I was going to say, yeah, out of the 2 people playing this deck, one of them has a track record not entirely blemished by that.
So mean.
I don't even know what you're referring to.
She's like discarding cards he should not have been able to.
Yeah. Shining says 4 or less, I think.
Yeah, I'm getting called out by Prism Light here in chat as well. Count how many times you discard a message to Shining before someone calls you a cheater.
Did you do that in one of your games?
In the first invitational game, I think I did it twice before we realized.
Oops.
But no times in the most recent game.
That is good. I am sure people were watching that like a hawk.
At least the one person who's supposed to keep track, but yeah, that's core. Should we move on to the...
To Adventure?
The main event.
The supposedly diverse GP's words, not mine format?
Diverse potential, right?
It is.
Okay.
Cheese.
Your cheese.
It's queso grande. No, wait, this is just queso. I have really liked Cheese Farm. It plays consistently. It plays different than other types of farm because boneless tokens are amusing. I am not going full meme as Pancake requested and including the few pieces of color entry just to play Thorax Tricorn, just to dunk on people by having an infinite army of boneless tokens, as amusing as that would be.
It's so good though.
It is good, but it's also 6 AT, and you gotta run it.
There is nothing in your deck except for one card that costs more than 2 to play. You will have spare AT.
Yeah, but then I've got to have the 2 copies of Get Prepared, and that means I'm not running Dramatic Entrance, and like it's just,
It's a lot of effort, I know. It's
It's-
easier to just punch things.
Yes. So I have just chosen a lineup of completely punchable faces, and I'm going to punch them all.
You've said punchable faces, but Thorax isn't in here.
I didn't say that I chose the lineup of the most punchable faces. I just said that these faces are punchable.
All right, I'll allow it.
All right. When you make a Thorax Epic Troublemaker that has game mechanics on getting punched in the face, then I will run Thorax and punch him in the face. That's all you got to do.
Oh, twist my arm about it. Okay.
Right? Also, it feels nice having a nice pool of villains in this as well. Cloudpuff can contribute 3 towards face-off at Trixie TMs. Cloudpuff can indeed contribute 3 towards face-offs at Trixie TMs, assuming that I elect to play a Cloudpuff to Trixie after Trixie has been turned face-up. So hey, that's pretty good value. Also, the flip average in this deck is real good, so
As
We're gonna
it
give it a
should
shot.
be.
we're going to give it a shot. Is it the best farm in Adventure? Probably not, but it's very good, so we'll see how it does. The mono yellow for me.
Cool. You wanna look at the bug next?
I do not,
Muggins.
Bug.
because I know you're referring to the incorrect bug.
I like this deck.
Buggo.
Nice deck, bro.
Yeah, it's just Thorax. Like I think this is pretty much just standard Thorax.
Has this changed at all since the last time it was used?
I
Don't
don't
think it
think
has.
so.
Because
Amazing.
Price Wheel 4 only gave it cheese as a yellow option.
Yeah, because like Thorax has been dominating for a while, and I think we just like didn't want to give Thorax anything else.
Yeah, I guess you could make the argument as to whether or not Sunday Intervention should... Yeah, exactly like Beagle was saying. Sunday Intervention could be a good problem here. But hey, that's what the 5 card swaps are for, right?
Yep.
Yep. I mean, okay, so first I'd start by swapping the main out.
No, the main is perfect. The main is flawless.
I
And
agree.
No, it's not. We can't
When
put
are-
flawless in here.
Yeah, when are we gonna get a flawless main?
When we get a Nyx main,
Same question. Same answer.
Yeah. Animoy asks, are there no G5 cards?
probably not.
Yeah, maybe not.
I couldn't find anything that needed to be changed.
Yeah.
In terms of the draw deck, I'll be honest, I didn't look at the problem deck at all.
Yeah, problem
I
decks
mean-
are always like a little not paid to attention as much.
I mean, you can swap cards around in there, you know, so just saying.
But sometimes a deck is perfect just the way it is.
You may not like it, Ara, but this is what peak performance looks like.
This is actually what
this
peak
is peak
performance looks like.
peak
Yeah,
bug
it kinda
performance.
It
I
kinda
swear to
is.
God, if you open up on this and it's just going to be like This deck is going to be perfect. One of you is getting smacked.
What?
I'll wait
Wait,
until we're in a place where you're not going to want to do that.
what
Then I'll
was
do it.
that? What deck did we have for that song?
That was that was just generally about combo.
It was just generally combo. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was okay.
Because we referenced One Pace, Dragon Express, and Pile.
Yes. Okay.
Full Name Drop is pretty good, but Full Name Drop is mostly good because we don't have Unsat in core right now, and Unsat's pretty strong.
Yes, Unsat is amazing.
And like, are you gonna drop like Scary Story and Unsat? I feel like are both probably decent options. Like maybe you run maybe you run Full Name Drop over Focused Attention. I could see that. Take it out over Spooky Ruins. Yeah, that could also work.
Spoopy.
Yeah, something like that. Again, that's what the 5 slots are for. Plenty of room.
Mm-hmm.
But that is Mono Yellow deck number 2.
Okay, let's go to the next deck.
Guess what?
Going backwards again.
Number 3!
It's literally the same list.
I mean, there is something to be said for not having to worry about building and bringing multiple decks and to just have one deck box and say, this is my deck box, there are many like it, but this one is mine. Needs more unsats. What?
You don't have a promise that you have a Pegasus around to do anything with. Like, yes, Luna has wings, but that
She's
doesn't
not
count.
a Pegasus.
Yeah, you only got 5 and one of them costs 4, so...
Yeah. Not a particularly good bet.
Solvable with a hacksaw.
But that's really...
I agree.
I mean, it's just keratin.
Is that
No.
all it is?
Well, you're going to be very angry when she teleports you into the sun.
Is she gonna teleport you to? Wait, yeah.
Yeah.
So no. So Celestia teleports you to the moon. So that means that Luna teleports you to the sun.
That
Yeah.
does make sense. You know what? Headcanon accepted.
That sounds like something that would be in a Tamers video.
Not anymore.
Right? Well,
Got banned.
I claimed it first. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, alright. New headcanon established. I can dig it.
Like, I also don't think I'm the first one to suggest that, so, Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's still gonna do Yuna farm things. And honestly, apart from picking a maybe slightly different selection of troublemakers, is the deck even really gonna change that much? Probably not. You're still running featherweights, you're still running cloud puffs, you're still running dodgy shopkeeps, the spikes there, raccoon rampage. Like, I honestly don't know how much it changes apart from maybe the problem deck and the troublemaker selection. And whatever, the troublemaker selection's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't, like I said, I don't really expect to be tinkering with this between the two, so,
It is a little unfortunate we won't see the top Keck memes of who's your main? Well, I'm playing, so-and-so. Who are you playing? Well, I'm playing Bluna. Aha, you're playing Hot Wings. Let me side out all my troublemaker removal. Okay, Bluna, your turn. Double troublemaker turn 1.
I've made a terrible mistake.
Correct. And break people's brains.
That's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Still probably one of my favorite moments from any BABSCon.
Oh yeah, that did happen at BABSCon, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Sure did. I think you
So-
were. I think you were first seed going into Top Cut too.
Yeah. I mean, it was a meme. It's just like, why not?
It was very good. Someone should go back and revisit that. We need more Bluna Farm. All right.
You want to know what else we need?
What?
Press the button, cheese.
Wrong button.
This is what
More
we need more of.
thorax.
Thorax.
I ran
More
it
like-
at last year's BABSCon.
More like
Why not run it
Lorax.
again?
Okay, so what I'm hearing is collectively we have 3 brain cells.
We are an orange cat.
You're giving me a lot of credit by saying I contribute 1 brain cell.
No. You contribute 3/4 of a brain cell.
Who contributes the extra quarter then?
Nothing. We have 4 of us. 3 brain cells. Ergo, all of us contribute 3/4 of a brain cell.
I think 3/4. This is thorax, mono, thorax,
Just
aggro.
immediately off the brain cell thing.
Because I'm gonna use all of it attempting to math it.
Yeah, save your math for aggro math.
I barely even aggro math half the time.
I mean,
That's not even close to true. This deck is pure aggro math.
yeah, but it's only aggro math if you don't have day shift. If you have day shift, then you don't have to count. I'm pretty sure that's what she says.
No, day shift makes your math easier, but you do still have to math. You have to see, okay, how many points can I score this turn? The bottom number is 3, the top number is 7.
How close can we get to the top number?
Exactly. I just really like playing this deck. It's a lot of fun. I know it pretty well. It's still built, so I don't have to build another deck. Which at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's you already have the deck built, so just use it again.
Strong position. I cannot wait to see all of the grindy, malicious, orange purple, rip your hand apart, rip your deck apart lists that are sitting there in Tia just shoved straight into the ground by the second coming of yellow.
I'm sure that will definitely not happen.
I can hope. A man can dream.
No, we can't. I have no idea if this is even the correct choice for adventure right now, but I'm gonna roll with it anyway.
Oh. What should probably be in this deck, in these adventure decks, is Izzy.
Yeah.
think
I'm
least-
assuming you're talking about the pink one that
Yeah.
resets. Yeah,
At
probably.
least one of.
Just one to, yeah, okay,
Just in
fair.
case.
Just because we said not to play Mill doesn't mean
For one, for
Wait, no.
Hithrock
We
inevitably
said-
showing up with Mill.
We said we're not gonna play Mill.
right.
Okay,
That would
so
actually be really funny if Hithrock showed up with Mill, considering how much he hates Mill.
I would love to see that.
I'm pretty sure I have it built, right?
We both have Mill copies built right now.
I know you, and I know you did not disassemble that deck from last year. You still have it built.
so what I'm hearing is that if you Minty and Throck are going to be running Mill.
Incredible.
Hey, someone has to. Someone has to be the villain.
Someone has to sing I'm a villain.
Yeah. But there you go. 4 monocolor, same monocolor decks from Sim, 3 of which are completely different lists, the same adventure tournament. You will never see this happen again. Probably.
I'm about to say, just watch and see what happens at Everfree.
I mean, yeah. But I don't know if we have time or adventure at Everfree. I guess we probably will.
We can make our own time.
We can. And you should make your own time to watch our stream. How's that for a segue? Yeah, it was okay. Ivory's was better.
You should also make time to go to our panel at Babs if you're there. Our designer card panel that we are allowed to talk about now.
We are allowed to talk about it.
It's on Sunday at 1?
12:30?
12:30? Sometime.
12:30? Yeah. Check the schedule. But come design the last card to be made at BABSCon, which may also be the first card to be made at BABSCon.
The only card made at BABSCon.
And yes, we will have remote commentary as well. Bugle will be at least one of those remote commentators. We'll see who the second one is.
Yeah. See, and I think did Babs finally get the schedule like?
Yes,
proper? Okay.
the schedule's up.
Yeah, it's official.
Okay. Because I know they were having some problems with that for a while.
We did change the schedule a little bit from the initial announcement, so make sure you are checking either the Babs schedule itself or the Reddit post if you'd prefer. It has the up-to-date info. Do not rely on memory. Memory is a lie.
Yeah. There was because of course if you're going to Babs and there's just that little, other event at the same time that happens to have all the pony musicians, wanted to make sure that you had time to get to that.
Yes.
There's plenty of time to do that on Sunday. It's off-site though, so make sure you have time to go to that. Pinkaboo's Mayhem. I don't remember the name of where it's at, but I'm pretty sure it's close.
Fox Theater in
Redwood City.
There we go.
Used to live down the street from there.
Yes, we did. You can see our house from here. I can see Fox Theater from
Literally.
my house.
Almost.
Yeah, kind of.
Not quite throw a rock and hit it, but yeah.
I mean, it was like a 5-minute walk.
Yeah. Now, that being said, Friday and Saturday, you belong to us.
We did we did add a top cut to Adventure. That's also new. So those of you who make it, are we doing 4 or
Just
8?
4.
4, top 4.
Top
Unless
4.
Unless like 24 people show up or more or something, and then maybe, but it's probably just going to be top 4.
If it gets ridiculous.
We will decide 5 minutes before the event starts.
Correct. If you want to cause maximum chaos, you just need to provide mill decks to every rando who walks in the room and have them all sign up. 3 mono yellow decks in top 4. Got it. I don't think so. I'm just playing Cheese Farm because I want to put up some good results with it, but I don't think it's going to be the best. I think Thorax, well, okay, so if Thorax beats it out, then yeah, okay, maybe.
We will see. We can always scrub out.
We can always scrub out. And someone else can always come in there and run something like, I don't know, Mono White in Adventure.
Monothorax. And they don't scrub out, so Bugle's point still stands.
Yeah, fair.
Anything to make Ara hiss.
Do you understand how little that narrows it down?
Yeah. Well, we are looking forward to seeing all of you there. I think this will about wrap up our discussion on this topic for today. We would like to give a big shout out to all our patrons on Patreon. Thank you so much for your regular support. If you aren't currently a patron and you enjoy what we do, please consider donating. Doing so enables us to continue making content and lets you earn some great perks as a bonus. If you have comments or questions...
Break the slide.
Maybe.
If
you have comments or questions you would like to send our way...
Patron slide. There we go.
There we
okay,
go.
good.
That's
I didn't
good.
break it. Yay.
It's good.
It expires every month, and sometimes I don't remember to fix it.
Well,
Okay,
Feel
yeah,
free.
yeah, we're good. We're good.
okay. Feel free to reach out to us through the usual channels. If you're a patron, you can also chat live with us on Slack. And if you're looking to watch any of our previous videos, including tournament recordings, most of which have been saved from the great Twitch purge of 2025, you can find them on our YouTube channel, linked just below the stream.
We got almost all of them.
I said, yeah, most of them survived. With all that said, thank you to each and every one of our viewers, both here now and watching this recording later. We are, as always, Commentary is Magic. I'm, as always, Grandpaws.
Big cheese.
Aracat and
Chicken jockey.
There it is.
what?
Yeah.
Minecraft.
I have videos. We'll do this
Oh
in a minute.
no.
Yeah.
See you there.
Bye. Come to BABSCon.
Bye.
Don't throw
I
your
mean,
popcorn
it
at
is-
the people.
It is entirely too late to tell someone to come to BABSCon. Like,
No, it isn't.
Hey, I have book travel.
I am aware you
like,
have. You are
same
mad.
day.
You'll pay top dollar for it, but you can still do it.
You can do it.
Okay. Well, anyway, see you there.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.